In today's Minecraft video, we actually take a bunch of random materials and we actually build ourselves a giant furnace. And in this furnace, we throw a bunch of materials in and we build some crazy tools and weapons. It gets absolutely insane. Watch until the end, because at the end, I build my ultimate and all-time favorite weapon. It will blow you away. And one. What is going? Ow! Flaps! What is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another Minecraft video. Today I have a very interesting video for all of us to kind of take a look at. This is the mod pack that I have personally loved ever since I played Minecraft modded years ago. It's one of my all-time favorite. It's pretty like a standard mod in most mod packs, and we are here back at my little camp area thingy majibbers. I don't even know what to call it. Like, you know, oh yeah, I forgot. I built a little cake. Oh, I'm in creative. Wow, I didn't realize that. Today I have a mod pack that I want to show you guys, which is a huge one of my favorite ones, my oldest and favorite ones, and it's over here. It's called, oh, that's a creeper. Okay, I gotta be careful. I don't want this to blow up, so we gotta be really careful and make sure we do not die here. But this is basically called Tinker's Construct, and what it is a way to build and construct your own tools with different materials, and you can add a bunch of things to it, and it makes the tool even better. It also works with weapons, and my all-time favorite, a frying pan, which at the end of this video we're gonna go ahead and build one of my favorite tools, and it is a self-cooking frying pan. So the first thing we're gonna do is basically showcase how the Tinker's Constructs work, because there's a couple things that you kind of need. So we're gonna gather some materials and build my first flint tool, and then from there we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna basically our big project is we're gonna take all of our old iron pickaxes and all these other materials and basically melt it down to build one super cool tool or weapon or whatever. And that's my favorite thing about this Tinker's Construct mod, is just there's so much diversity to the things that you can do here. Okay, so the first thing is we got some wood here. We got some wood and we got some planks, I mean, and we got some flint. So the first thing we gotta do is actually create some sticks. And I think we got to do it this way, and that will make something called blank patterns. Okay, so you need the blank patterns. Also, this really cool thing about this, if you guys notice that looks very different from a crafting bench, this is a crafting station. And what's really cool is, unlike the crafting bench, when you leave items in there, you can physically see. How cool is that? Like, it's just small things, man. It's the small things that I really love about Minecraft mods. All right, so we got our stencil. It's a blank pattern, right? We're gonna take this, put this here, and we have to choose the parts we need. Now, I memorized a lot of these because I use this mod pack a lot, so I'm just gonna tell you we need a rod. We need, I believe it's called this one, which is called the binding, and we also need a pickaxe head. Okay, now you can do this with a bunch of other ones, and the way you find out what you need is watch, once we take this out and we bring it to the tool part builder. This is the third one. So we got the crafting bench or crafting station. God, I'm losing my breath. Then we have the stencil builder or stencil pattern thingy majibber. Then we got the part builder. The way this works is you're gonna now place the part material, or the pattern, in here. This is gonna tell the machine what we need. We're gonna put the material, and I think these are materials and these are blocks. So we can just put a wooden block in there, and it'll make a wooden rod. Okay, now this is technically the same thing as a stone, but I mean a rod, like the stick. But the reason why they do this is because you can actually put flint, stone, and a bunch of other things, and they'll also make a flintstone rod, which it just makes a lot of cool things. So we got that. Next we need is the binding. We'll make the binding out of wood as well, just because we're trying to get like a practice one. And then what we're gonna do is get the final one, which is the pickaxe head, and then we're gonna make that out of flint. I think we need to put that there on the top, and that's gonna take a flint pickaxe head. So bam, bam, and bam. We got that. We got the 3 parts that we need. Now we're gonna go here to this one, which is a tool station. Okay, so there was the crafting station, now there's a tool station, and you can see that there's a bunch of different things that we can make. The frying pan, again, is my all-time favorite. We will make that later. The standard pickaxe, shovel, axe, and this is cool as a matlock, or a mattock, or a mat something. I can't pronounce it correctly, but it basically is an axe and a shovel combined, and it used to be my favorite tool. So we're gonna go and go with a pickaxe. We're gonna place the rod, the wooden binding, and then the flint pickaxe, and you can see how it looks. There's like a wooden thing, and then there's the flint pickaxe. Right now, the cool thing about this mod pack is you can add like quartz, redstone to actually add stats to these pickaxes. So you can actually use like the weakest one, which is the flint pickaxe, and you can build like an absolutely insanely crazy pickaxe just by adding things to it, which I will show you right now. We are now at the tool station. We're going through this whole thing because, like, I'm going through it really fast because the cool part isn't this. The cool part is after this. Okay, so just bear with me. So we got the flint pickaxe, right? It's gonna now go into the quartz. We're gonna add quartz, and look, do you see how it has like the little edges attached to it? Because now if you add quartz, it adds a sharp enchant. See, it has sharp. If you get rid of the quartz, I guess it's just regular. It doesn't have any enchant. So if you add certain materials, it actually creates it looks cooler too. Like, to me, that's so cool. Like, you can actually see the flint, and this has haste and sharpness. You can basically upgrade your pickaxe, which we're gonna do right now, and bam, we now have this crazy quart flint pickaxe with the redstone, and it basically is supposed to like dig faster, but the flint's pretty weak in the beginning, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, oh my god, my head hurts. I'm going way too fast with this. You actually can't build more unless you have a furnace, and not your regular Minecraft furnace. No, we're gonna build our own furnace. Now, before we get into building the furnace, which all the parts for building the furnace is right here, it's a lot of complicated nonsense. I'll explain it. I need to first explain the basic understanding of melting and then repurposing. Once we build a furnace, we put materials in the furnace, like physically put it in the furnace. It's gonna melt it into a liquid. Then we have to get the liquid into a casting pattern, like how we had with before tinkers, like the wooden one, but these have to be made out of metal. In order to do that, you need bronze, copper, no, you need iron and copper, which makes bronze, and you use the bronze on a clay model of that tool, and then that will create the mold for it, which I will show in a second. But the first thing we need to do is actually build the searing or whatever, I don't know what it's called, furnace. And to do that, you got to get bricks, or like, I don't know, these weird searing bricks, and you do that, you gotta like melt cobblestone or something. I don't fully remember. That's how you get it. This is a lot to take, I know it. Bear with me. Comment down below if you follow me so far. Again, one of my favorite mods, super complicated, but just bear with me. All right, so before we get started, we need to basically build the furnace, right? So in order to build a furnace, you need at least a 3x3. So we're gonna go ahead and break this little 3x3, and we're gonna get started. The reason why I'm digging a hole is because you actually need to place a floor for it, like this. So that's 9 blocks right there, okay? And that's the first foundation of it. After you do this, you need to kind of like build a wall. So we're gonna build a little wall here like this, and we're gonna build another one like this over here. We're gonna leave, I will say, probably these 3 open, and we're gonna put one right there. Now the reason why we put one there is because we need 2 different things here. We need something called the furnace controller here. That's not it. My bad, I got the wrong thing. It's not the furnace controller, it's the smeltery controller. So we place the smeltery right there. We're gonna put 2 tanks right there, and this lit up, meaning like there's a full-on connection. So it will work like this, but we want it to be a little bit higher. So we're gonna add a couple more things here. What we're gonna do is add these drains. We need the drains for something. You'll see. I told you this is super complicated. It gets a little wild, but you guys gonna need to bear with me here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put that, and then we're gonna put maybe, can I put another layer of this? I think I can. So I'm gonna try to put one more layer, because the higher it is, the more materials you can drop at once, which will melt it faster. So we're gonna do that, and then what we need to do now is fill these 2 with lava. Wait, this is wrong. No, it's not. It's okay. It's okay. So we're gonna take all the lava buckets we got. We got 3, or we got 6, but we're just gonna put this. This is so, like, I love this because like you can physically see the lava like going up, and I just think that's so cool. So we got that filled up. Now what we need to do is actually we need faucets. So let me grab those because I forgot those. Okay, so I got the faucets. Now what are the faucets, you guys? I will tell you. So you put down these little table thingies, which is called I don't know what they're called. I think they're called casting tables. And then just in case, these basically make 1 item. But if you want to make a whole block, like let's say an iron block, you need a basin? A basin, yeah. So we're gonna put the basin down. So basically the melted liquids that we make from this furnace is gonna pour here into these things, but they won't pour unless we have a faucet. So we're gonna put the faucet down like this, and now look at that. Look at that. Our furnace is complete. This is the coolest thing ever. I absolutely love this mod pack so much. And basically what I mean by us melting things is basically if you throw a pickaxe or anything in here, it will actually melt it. If we right click here, this is the inside of it, and then this is the amount of things that are in the smeltery. It's empty right now. So what we're gonna do is take these 2 iron pickaxes, and actually let's take the gold too. We'll take the iron pickaxes, and we're gonna go ahead and just, where you watch this, just throw it in there. Just throw it in there, and you see how it's laying down? It's literally just laying down, and the gold one's laying down too. If we go back, you can see right here, there's like a progress bar that's filling up using the lava to melt down the materials into the smeltery. I just think this is wild. Like, somebody made this. Okay, so we gave it some time and all the metal is melted, and you can actually see, like, look at that. That red stuff, that's the iron that's melted down. That's the liquid form of iron. That's just so crazy. If you look over here, you see in the top layer there's iron, and then the bottom layer is gold. You can actually click and shift it, I think. Yeah, so now the gold's on top. So if I go back up here, you can see the gold liquid. So we literally melted materials into this. So now what we're gonna do, I have some casting casts here. They're the same thing as the patterns, but the patterns are made out of wood, the casts are made out of bronze. But we do have these right here, and we're actually gonna go put this down and this down, and we're gonna go ahead and build an actual full-on iron pickaxe. Now I don't mean just like a regular pickaxe or just like a wooden rod within the pickaxe. I mean like the whole thing is made out of iron. So now you're gonna see the cast here. If I right click this, it's pouring the iron into the actual cast, and it's gonna let it cool off. And once this cool off, you can right click and we'll get the parts. We're gonna take this one and put this here. I think the iron pickaxe head requires like a good amount, but we'll see if this is enough. If not, we have some buckets, we can melt the buckets in there too. So yeah, I think this was enough. Perfect. So now this is gonna make this. Now wait for it, it's cooling. Yes, perfect. Now we got all three parts of the tools, right? So we're gonna go to the tool bench here, the tool station. We're gonna click on this, and we're gonna click on that, and bam, look at that. Okay, so we melted a ton of different materials here. We got cobalt, we got obsidian, copper, blood, okay, gold, and iron. So what we're gonna do is actually going to go ahead and make a obsidian rod. So click that, the obsidian's gonna go in, boom, perfect. We're gonna make a gold binding, so we're gonna make that gold. What? Hello? Why is this not? What? Okay, I guess we can't make a gold binding. We're gonna make a copper binding. So we're gonna go over here, hit copper, and boom, it's gonna hit copper. Perfect. And I think what we'll do is make an cobalt pickaxe. So we do that, and we're gonna get like these three parts here. Wait for this to fill up. Perfect. And we're gonna grab this one, and this one. No, just give me. Why is this not? This is taking too long. There we go. We got that one. So we're gonna go over to a tool station. We're gonna put this right here, right there, and right there. I gotta hit this. Oh, it moved it around. Okay, there we go. This is the coolest. This looks so cool. Like, just look at that pickaxe. Okay, I have another idea what we're gonna do. You know how I told you we can add other materials to the pickaxe to make it look cooler and also like do things better? Well, this cobalt one has 3 modifiers, which means we can add about 3 things to it. So I'm gonna add lapis, which is, I think, luck. Yeah, it adds a bunch of luck. So we got luck 1, I guess. I thought that'd be more than that, but that's okay. And then we're gonna add the quartz, which adds, I think, sharpness, so it makes it stronger, so you can fight with it. And we're gonna add the redstone, which this looks so ridiculously amazing. Just saying, like, this actually looks so cool. Like, look at this pickaxe. Just look how ridiculous that looks. So this pickaxe now has Durite, momentum, well-established, luck 1, sharp, and haste. It has an attack speed of 7.5 or 7.45 with fortune 1. Its mining speed is 17.45. So what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna grab this one, which is a mining speed of 6, and we're gonna test to see which of these 2 mine faster. Obviously this one will, but we're just gonna see how much faster. Okay, so we found some stone here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try to mine with the iron pickaxe. It's pretty fast. It's pretty fast with the cobblestone, you know? It does like a good amount. It seems like a pretty normal pickaxe. No, I'd be happy with this. Now we're gonna go ahead and try it with this cobalt pickaxe and just, oh, it's literally so much faster. Like, look at the difference. Look at this one. Like, you can literally see it, and then look at this one. It's just it's almost instant. Like, this is actually so ridiculous. And this is why I love this mod pack. So you can combine and make your own pickaxe however you want. And like, I think I put 64 of each enchantment or like ability, but you can actually add a lot more, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so before we hop off, I do want to make one more thing, and this is my all-time favorite mod weapon, and everybody hates me when I do this because it's such a waste of material. But we're gonna go ahead and get a pan and the rod, and it's gonna make a cobalt frying pan. This is literally my all-time favorite thing. I don't know why. I just absolutely love it so much. It's just the funniest thing if you think about it. Like, you're just getting like beat with a cobalt frying pan. You're literally getting smacked around with it. There it is. There it is. It's a cobalt frying pan. This is the one that I've always wanted. It has fiery, and what that does, it actually cooks whatever you kill. So if you kill a cow with this, it'll actually make steak.